fly under the radar. I fly under the radar. Soon enough, we will all catch up, and then we'll unleash our power.
Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Silly Girl Carmen. We're back with another episode of Wonderful, and I'm happy to be chatting with Mariella today. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
Good, very good. I'm glad we're getting a moment to do this for your episode. Excited for that to come out. Where are you originally from and where are you currently based?
So first of all, thank you for having me. I'm currently based, right now I'm in Queens, but I live in Brooklyn, not too far, Bedside, Brooklyn, New York. Originally, I'm from Austria, Vienna, Austria to be exact. But I've been living in New York for the last over 18 years.
Wow, very cool. That's awesome. All right, we're going to jump right into it. How would you describe your sound and style as a DJ?
Sound, I've said this before, there's a few different pockets. I would say first, if it needs to be one word, I would guess soulful. However, there's, soulful on one hand where there's a lot of vocals and a lot of sing-alongs and like more 90s, 2000s kind of soulful house. But then I also like some dark and gritty, very deep house, whether that's Fred P or a Norm Talley. Like these are just some random examples that pop into my head. And then there's the medium, I would say. Something like Kai Alce has like both sides. It's soulful, but yet has a certain amount of grit to his beats. So I guess that was a long explanation, but I would define my sound in one of these or a mixture of all these three.
Nice, that's good. And how long have you been a DJ? When did you start?
I started to like dabble in 2016 or 17. But then actually start was in 2018.
Okay,
so I started in 2018, yeah.
Nice, very cool. Did you or do you have a mentor, someone that you really studied and admire in the DJ scene to kind of learn from?
Study and admire several people, yeah. I don't think I can say I have one particular mentor that that I see all the time and that I sit down and chop it up and who is the number one person. But I do obviously look up to many people, and I think one person, or there's maybe two people that I would consider like mentor figures. One is Remarkable from Detroit. Mm-hmm. And the other person who's a very good friend of mine is DJ Reborn, who is not, I don't think she would consider herself, she's not a house DJ or electronic DJ, but she has been a DJ for a very, very long time. She's a dope DJ. People might know her as the tour DJ for Lauryn Hill. Cool. But her, I would say she's a mentor as far as teaching me or showing me how to navigate being an artist, not just a DJ, but being an artist and a full-time artist, and dealing with the DJ environment and what comes with it. So I would consider a mentor. And then obviously there's more people that I look up to or that have influenced me even before I became a DJ. There's a Rich Medina, DJ Spinner, people that were playing or still playing heavily in New York. Because when I came here and I used to go out a lot, I still go out, but I just, these are the first parties that I went to where Rich, Spinner, Babito, Louis Vega, of course, they were, playing around New York all the time. So that's how I guess trained my ear, or that's the sound that I was introduced to.
Nice. Super dope. And I like that you mentioned that's always a second thought, because I was saying, you know, and the question I was asking, you know, just as a DJ, like who might have imparted a style or skill that you admired. But I like that you mentioned your second mentor, well, kind of your mentor, that she's somebody that gives you perspective on how to move through the industry and the business side, which is another important element. I don't think a lot of us, until you get into it, you're not thinking about it, you know?
Exactly. And I didn't think about it either that way. I can
Yeah.
say that. And the more I get into it, the more I'm like, "Ah, what is going on?" But, yeah, so definitely she's one of the people that she's been a friend for a long time. So I can, I trust her, and she's really supportive. But then even people that I don't know that well, or like I haven't known for a long time, there's always, conversations here and there where maybe I don't know you that well or for a long time, but all of a sudden we have this conversation, and I take away a lot of things out of just this one conversation, So there's many people that I respect and that I look up to that have like influences on me, or like making, how do I say that? Yeah, have an impact on me and the way I see the craft and the way I see the industry.
Nice, very good. So what has been one of your favorite gigs so far, and what made it special? A festival, a club, or whatever was fun as a DJ?
Yeah, many fun ones. Charivari was fun.
Yeah.
It's fun outside on a Sunday afternoon, so that was fun. Another one that I enjoyed was actually Mikasa Festival last year. Yeah, 22.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing on the last day. I think I was like almost the second to last person to actually play on the lineup on the whole festival. So what was really fun for me was to actually see all the other DJs play and like, hear all the different styles, the different sounds, all the songs. So for me, like, okay, I'm not gonna play this one, I'm not gonna play that one, and
Right.
And then the vibe was just because it was the last event, everybody was relaxed, and then I've seen it all, and everybody's just chill, and I had a good time. I think that was one. And then, funny enough, the best technical DJ sets that I play are usually where there's not many people in attendance. So there's, I don't know why, but that's happened a couple of times.
Right.
Yeah.
I
think, those are the two that I remember. I'm sure there's more, but I would have to dig deep.
Right. That's funny you said that. I've experienced that myself too. Is it kind of for you? I'm thinking in my head, I've analyzed it, and do you feel it's the same of like it's less pressure? Like, when there's not a bunch of people in the room, so you feel like you kind of let loose a little more unhinged, and you kind of go with the flow more versus like over being perfect about it, and so then you might get a cooler set. Is that what it is, kind of?
Yeah, I think it's a combination of that, and also maybe it depends on, I guess, the venue and the room. Because I like to play wherever, basically. I don't have I don't think I have a preference, but I do like small, intimate places and spaces. And then when I remember I was opening for DJ at one of the New York venues. There's 3 venues inside the actual venues, and I was playing in the I guess it's called the hall, the very big room. So I was excited when I got to play, and I looked forward to it, and it was still a good gig, but it's a different, it was a little cold, I guess, because you're opening up the room and it's so much space, and I did my thing. But then there's times where it's a smaller venue, you got all your friends with you, and it's a different sound when it's smaller. You have a better connection with the people right in front of you. Right. So that also, I think, plays. And yeah, obviously always being self-conscious. I'm like, wow, what's going on? Is it because, I always also like question things and analyze, or try to analyze. And then I'm like, it is what it is at the end of the day.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, because at some venues, they're set up even where the stage is like elevated and far. It's not, you're playing and the sound is great, but yeah, it's like you can't feel what's going on that dance floor type thing. Yeah, that makes sense. So I know you also have a background as a dancer as well, correct?
Yeah.
That's something you're into. Okay, cool. So what keeps you inspired to create and express yourself, whether it be as a DJ or a dancer? What kind of drives those things for you?
Um, I guess the most, and I know it sounds so cliche, but I guess the one word answer will be the music. I don't dance as actively anymore as I used to. I go out now. When I go out, I still, hit the dance floor and I, dance, but it's not like I practice or I perform. So that element is not there anymore. But also, I dance when it's the right environment. If the DJ is good, if he plays the right tunes at the right time, and I have the right kind of people around me, then yeah, I'll dance more. And if it's not, if none of these factors are happening, then I'm just maybe just standing around or nodding my head. Not to say that I don't feel the music, but it's just like, maybe just a little shoulder shrug. And the same for DJing, I think. I guess I don't know you that well, but I'm assuming you listen to music all day, every day. You discover new music. You listen to old music. You rediscover. At least I do rediscover old music. So, and not necessarily just house music. I listen to a lot of 70s R&B, 80s R&B. So yeah, just listening to music gets me inspired, and I try not to get too much into the politics of DJing or because once I start, I get down into the rabbit hole, and then I start asking all these questions, and then I have to remind myself, turn off the social media, and then go to your setup and start playing records. That's always like the yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes, the answer.
That makes sense. Yes, that's very true. That's good. Well, that is all the questions that we have. I'm super excited to share your episode and hopefully connect with you more this year, maybe at a gig or a festival. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming on here.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you. Bye.